The moment I stopped acting like everything was fine after my first failure, my healing finally began. When I went through my first failure, I used to fake strength. So I used to fake strength after my first failure. If I had to give you an example, like I always used to say, I'm fine, I'm okay, it's all good, I'll bounce back. And I used to say that, but it was like I was lying to myself. And every time I lied to myself, it made me feel much more heavier. Literally, it made me feel 10 times more heavier because that wasn't the truth. That was not the real feeling my body was going through. So I I used to tell myself every single time that, Varun, you'll be fine. I am fine. It's okay. We're going to take care of it. It will be seen. But again, like I said, I was lying to myself and I wasn't admitting the real pain that I was going through. I wasn't admitting that I'm not okay. I am not okay. And like I said, it just made me feel much more heavier every single time because I was lying to myself every single time. And it kept making me feel heavier every single day. Very heavy, literally. But there came a night, so I don't remember the exact date of the night, but I was sitting on my bed, right? So I had just finished with scrolling my phone and just looking at some things, going through WhatsApp and everything, replying to messages. And I just sat there on my bed, no music, no noise. I just sat there quietly on my bed. And I finally admitted to myself that I am not okay. Yeah, no noise, no music, no nothing. I was sitting there quiet on my bed, right? I had just got done with looking at all the messages on WhatsApp. I sat there, no music, no nothing, no noise, no BS. I just sat there and I admitted I am not okay. I wasn't suppressing any emotions at that time. And I admitted I am not okay. Because again, you have to understand, guys, I had been through a lot in my life. And you might be going through a lot in your life as well. And what I felt at that time, you might be feeling that as well, guys. So if you're between the ages of 18 to 25 and you just went through your first big failure, you are feeling the exact pain right now. The exact same pain right now. And guys, if you're between the ages of 18 to 25 and you just went through your first big failure, then watch this video till the end. This video is going to be amazing for you. And guys, if you watched my previous videos, I've told my story in that, but I'll say it again over here, the pain that I went through and what my first failure was. So, I was 14 years old when I shifted to India to pursue a career in cricket. I left my family alone to go out there and, achieve big in life in sports. And so I lived alone. Again, I lived alone with my grandparents and I worked hard for 7 to 8 years straight. Okay, 7 to 8 years straight, but also 10 hours every single day, 10 to 12 hours every single day consistently with discipline. Yet I got no success. I got no success at all. Literally. That's how painful it was for me. Because when you work hard for 7 to 8 years straight and for 10 to 12 hours every single day with discipline, you do expect some results. And that was not happening for me. And that made my mind go havoc, basically, because I was working hard every single day. And obviously, when you work hard so much, you obviously expect a lot from yourself. And obviously, my family was expecting a lot of things from me as well, but no success at all. So that pain was immense for me. So that was my first failure. Working hard for 7 to 8 years straight and not getting success. That was my first failure. And like I said, I always faked my strength. I always faked my strength. So I used to, again, like I said, I used to keep saying things to make myself feel good. Like, it will be fine, I'm okay, it's okay, instead of admitting things. So I was suppressing my emotions on purpose, which was making me feel more heavier and which was delaying me from letting me take any actions further, which is the most important thing. How do I get out of my first failure and keep moving towards my next goal? By taking action. Action is the key. So action is what takes you forward in life. So when I kept saying things when I faked my strength, I was suppressing my emotions. by saying things to me that made me feel good, but still it made me feel heavy from inside because that was fake. It wasn't real. Until one night I sat by myself and no noise, no music, no nothing. And that's when I admitted to myself, and that time I wasn't suppressing any emotion. And I said, I am not fine. Yes, I am not fine. So I admitted that to myself instead of suppressing. So, all of the 18 to 25-year-olds who are watching this video and are going through their first big failure, understand that your brain only starts healing when it stops suppressing emotion. As simple as that. And I'll say this line again because it's important for you to understand. Your brain only starts healing when it stops suppressing emotion. As simple as that. So, see, silence is where real rewiring begins. So, when you're silent, and when your brain is silent, automatically you're going to start taking the right action. You're going to start taking the right action in the right direction. And why? Because you're thinking clearly and you're not suppressing any emotion. So that's helping you not feel heavier from inside, right? And that's the key. Like I said just some minutes back, that the key to get out of your first big failure is to take action. And how do you do that right now? Is by basically not suppressing your emotion. Okay. So, like I said, silence is the key. Silence is where the real rewiring begins. All right. So, guys, in this video now, I'm going to give you one neuroscience tip that you can do right after this video ends. And all of the tips that I give, all of the neuroscientific tips that I give, they are very easy to do and very fast to do. They don't take much time at all. Literally just maybe 1 or 2 minutes, that's it. And some of my tips are literally just some seconds. And also, guys, you can go and check out my previous videos that I've posted. In every single video of mine, I give out free neuroscientific tips that you can do. And also in my shorts as well, I give like a free neuroscientific tip that you can do right at the moment. So now let's talk about the neuroscientific tip. So the neuroscientific tip that I want you to do right now is called the vocal grounding reset. It's a very easy reset. So now what I want you to do is I want you to whisper your name once and then say I feel and then the emotion, right? So if I had to give you an example, so I'll just say it now. Whisper your name once and then say I feel sad or I feel empty, right? So this is what you have to do. It's a very easy tip to do. It won't take much of your time. So now let's talk about what does this tip do scientifically and what does neuroscience say about this tip, right? So now when you do this tip, what happens is this reactivates your prefrontal cortex, right? So this reactivates your prefrontal cortex. Now prefrontal cortex is the part of your brain that helps you think clearly and stay calm. Now when your prefrontal cortex reactivates, so what happens is you stop feeling emotionally numb and you start becoming aware of what you're actually feeling, right? So that's the first step your brain takes towards real calm. Again, guys, this is just one easy neuroscientific tip that you can do right now. But the step-by-step explained rapid neuroscience brain resets is in the Phoenix Reset, the 24-hour ICE course, which is specially built for 18 to 25-year-olds that guarantees that in just 24 hours, you'll stop overthinking your first big failure, rebuild unstoppable motivation, and take bold action toward your next goal, all using neuroscience backed methods. So, the course link is in my description. Flip your brain back to peak drive in just 24 hours. See, all of the 18 to 25-year-olds out there who are going through their first big failure understand that if you keep suppressing your emotions, it's going to keep hurting you, it's going to keep making you feel heavier. So don't suppress your emotions. Please understand that. And understand that your first failure is the fuel to your next big success. Your first failure doesn't define you at all. F that, right? Your first failure doesn't define you at all. But how you can get out of your first big failure, like I said before, it's by taking action. So what matters is taking action. So guys, make sure you do the tip that I gave you in this video, the vocal grounding reset that I gave you in this video. And guys, join me inside the Phoenix Reset, the 24-hour ICE course. The course link is in my description. So, guys, I will see you in the next video. Till then, take care, and I love you all. And make sure you do the action. I emphasize a lot on taking action because action is the freaking key to success. As simple as that. That's the mantra. What we say, mantra? Yeah, that's the mantra to success. So, guys, make sure you do the action, and I love you all. I will see you in the next video. Till then, take care and bye.